Hey, what's going on, you guys? It's been a very long time since I've talked to you guys, and this is going to be a very interesting podcast. This happens like every time I go live stream on TikTok or every other platform on social media. A lot of people ask me, did I ever get caught smoking by my parents? Or how did I get caught smoking by my parents? Now that I'm 21 now, and I turned 21 about a month ago. Throughout my, I was smoking underage, way before then. I started when I was around 16 years old, and I got caught. The very, very first time I got caught was the time that I was hitting a J in my house, right? For the very first time. This was in the beginning days. I was like 16 years old, and it was just a random day. It was like one of the first times of like me ever smoking in my house, right? And I was like, well, I was super. It was one of those beginning days, so I was just getting super duper high and stuff. And my dad comes home unusually early, and I'm spraying, but I'm like, holy shit, he comes home mad early, so I just grab every incense, I grab all the sprays. The one thing I totally forgot to do was to leave the window wide open as I was smoking. Like, I totally forgot to do that, because the blinds was closed and shit. I was thinking nothing of it. I was just chilling, thinking everybody's gonna come home late, but nah, I was totally wrong. My dad came home, he was like, he didn't say anything at first. Like 2-3 minutes later, as he came upstairs, he's like, Kyle, why does it smell like marijuana in here? I was like, oh fuck. I was thinking like that in my head. I was like, shit. I was still in denial and shit, because I was like, oh no, I don't smoke. He's like, oh, you smoke weed? Why the fuck do you smoke? Oh, blah blah blah. I'm like, where do you get weed from? I can't remember exactly what he said at the time, but he's like, oh, it smells like weed, it smells like marijuana in his house, blah, blah, blah. And I can't remember exactly what happened after that. It was so long ago. But I didn't get a beating or anything like that, or like any super duper harsh punishment and shit. My parents just found out. That's just how my parents initially found out. Is like that day that I totally forgot to leave the window open in my room, and my dad randomly came home and just smelled it. That's just how they initially, very, very first time they found out, right? And the second time, after that, other times I got caught was mostly at school, because either, I would smell really, really bad, especially like way back in like senior year or junior year of high school, I would either smell really bad, or, I would drop a cart on the floor by accident, and I'll be like, shit, or there was one time that I was playing basketball in the gym, and I dropped my vape pen, and I left my vape pen in the gym, and it took me like a good couple of minutes to realize right when I got back to another classroom. I was like, fuck. I was thinking like that in my head, and I begged the teacher to run out the classroom and run to the gym, and I realized my pen was not there. I was like, shit. Shit. You know what I mean? But I had money. I had a little bit of money. I can always get another one, but still, I was like, fuck. But if it was like high school, if it was like junior year or sophomore year when I was like totally broke and had no access to the bud, I would have been very, very, very tight. But, it wasn't too much big of a deal, but it kind of was, because then it's a good amount of oil I could have just had. But, after a while, other than that, there were times I got caught by the police. I'm pretty sure I did a podcast where I explained that there was one time that I got caught with an ounce of weed and I didn't get arrested for it. If you're familiar with that story, you're OG. But other than that, as I get older, they kind of just stopped caring. Right when I was 17 is when they allowed me. They're like, all right, well, yeah, at 17 is when they finally allowed me. They're like, all right, whatever, you're turning 18 soon. Whatever, we'll let you smoke as long as you don't get arrested. Just smoke outside, don't smoke in the house and shit like that. That's just how we kind of came up with that deal. If I people ask me, what if I had kids, what age would I let them smoke? Honestly, it would be around 17. But I wouldn't get too mad if they're 16 and they started smoking, because that's the age I started and shit. But 17 is is a good age to let your kids smoke, because they're about to be an adult anyway. So yeah, but that's just how I got caught by my parents, from getting caught smoking and shit. But that's the story behind it, for you guys that always been wondering and stuff like that. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in the next podcast. Peace out.